In these 6 days, we have discussed so much about the external world and how we should be reacting and responding to people. But today is the crux of everything. Today is actually the day when we would be discussing, even if you fail in all that has happened in the 6 days, in every technique that has happened till now, in every style, in every skill that has happened till now, still, how are you still going to be able to influence someone? Or still, how are you going to be able to be in somebody's heart forever? So, आज का discussion is being in somebody's heart forever. What is it that is so magnetic in somebody's personality that beyond time and space you get attracted to them? What is it so irresistible in them that you want to and you wish to be in their presence most of the times? I'm not going to go too much. I want to take it in a shorter duration today so that you all have time to discuss. So I'm going straight to the point. Point number one. Very importantly, हम क्या करते हैं, what we need to understand is somehow we feel people who we love and who loves us are our possessions. Like, they are people whom we can possess. But people aren't things that we can possess. They are individual beings. And in your presence, if somebody feels suffocated, or if somebody feels they need personal space which they are not getting, how much ever they love you or how much ever you love them, they would demand distance. So it's like, two people fall in love and they deeply fall in love with each other. And after, having a good time, they happen to get married, or even like, with time, 2 to 3 years. So initially when you fall in love, you want to update each other about every single minute of your day. You want to share every moment that you have had, every experience that you have had. You want to be there. You want that there is a basic need of being together every moment. But it's just human nature that with time, it's not that love fades, but the togetherness, other things might take priority or might come as the first in your list for doing things. And so the love is there, but it is just sitting at a different couch and just observing things. That absolutely does not mean that if somebody is giving priority to something else for that phase of their life, it definitely does not mean that they don't love you enough. It's just that we cannot have something as one thing forever as the priority. So now what happens is, after maybe after there is like 4 to 5 years of a relationship, or you're now married, the circumstances have changed, the situations have changed, and now suddenly something else has taken the top seat. So, but the other person is unable to accept. Maybe the woman, the girl is got busy with the other stuff in her life, and the guy now still wants her to update every minute of her day. He wants her to listen to everything, every instruction blindly. He wants her to take decisions just as, discuss every small decision before it is taken. And now things have changed. The girl has grown. She's grown into a different personality. It's not that she doesn't love him anymore. It's just that she needs some personal space. She needs to grow. She needs to look at other things. Love is there. She still loves deeply. But because he is getting so possessive and he is demanding so much attention, or he is demanding so much care all the time, that his emotions are to be, dealt with. She's to be answered all the time. There has to be some communication every minute. The I love you, the I miss you has to flow so much that it becomes draining for this girl now. It is a task now. It has come to an extent that it's taking away a lot of energy from that person to prove her love. If the love has to be proved every minute of every day, even after years, then of course there's something that we need to ponder on or introspect. So if we are at the guy's side, we need to understand that love is not to be possessed. We do not grow in each other's shadow. We need sunlight to grow. It's not holding each other tightly. It is letting each other flow and merge and grow. It is like, filling each other's cup but not drinking from each other's cup. Let their cup be theirs and my cup be mine. Let us fill each other with so much of care, love and affection that the other person in your presence grows and becomes a better person each day. Let him not prove that he loves you, or let her not prove that she loves you every single minute, because if you are answerable for everything, it is going to drain all the energy, and you're going to feel very suffocated. So if you are that person who's making somebody else feel suffocated, know it that how much ever that person loves you, he does not want you to be there all the time. He wants to be, he does not want to be a baby. He wants to be independent, or she wants to be independent. Even a child at one point of her age, like, initially they want all the tension of the mother or the father, they want them to take care of them. But once they come into teenage, that is the time when they want to be independent, they want to take independent decisions. It is okay to let them fall, it is okay to let them go wrong at times, because they would be learning from their own wrongdoings. But if you are going to possess them, and if you're going to protect them, and if you're going to pamper them to the extent that they are unable to even take their own decisions, it's going to show up in their way of talking to you. It's going to show up in the way that they are going to deal with you. It's not that they are going to stop loving you, but it's just that they would demand space. Every person can grow only when they are individual and independent. So let your loved ones be independent, let them, give them that space. They are not your possessions. They are not somebody who have to be answerable every single moment. So when you want somebody to be there for you, just, be there, and you want you to be there specifically, you have to make sure that that person does not feel drained, and that person feels very light when you are in their presence. That is how they would want you to be there. So one, people aren't your possessions. They want to grow independently. Let them grow. That is what love is all about. It is not to hold on, it is to flow. Two, you have to be the center of happiness and acceptance to people around you. See, as humans, we all demand care, we all demand love, we all seek somebody who would always rub us on our strength rather than our weakness. There is the entire world outside there who's going to pinpoint at my fault, but I am looking for someone who is not who can look beyond my faults and beyond my weakness, my shortcomings, and still see the beautiful me. I don't need to wear a mask. I don't need to hide everything. I don't want to be judged always. I want somebody to accept me the way I am and not demand some changes all the time in my personality. This is what I seek when I come back home. It's like home coming to me. When I go to that person, I know that I'm accepted for what I am without being uh, told about how I should be. When we demand and we seek and we want such people around us, of course, people around us want somebody who would do that for them. It's about, like, everybody here is a puzzle, and everybody has missing pieces here and there and scattered everywhere. If you can become their missing piece, and if you can fill that void, there is no way, no beauty or no wealth that can take that person away from you. You need not get insecure because what he or she feels in your presence, that feeling doesn't come anywhere else. And that can happen only when that person can be at ease. They don't need to prove. And that can become only when you become their center of happiness and their center of acceptance. Whatever the world does to them, they know that there is this one person who believes in me eternally. I don't have to show, I may go wrong, I might do something bad, I might be at fault, but still I know this person is not going to leave me. This person is not going to show me my weakness all the time. They might correct me, but that would be only for my good points, like, for my goodness. And that would come only when you don't correct them every time, you don't correct them all the time, you don't nag, you don't complain. You have to become that center of acceptance, because that is what people are wishing to have somebody as, are seeking. If they do not get it at home, they would be, finding it somewhere else. When you want people to want you or enjoy your presence, if you are nagging, they're not going to enjoy it. So be that center of happiness, and be that center of peace, and be that center of acceptance, most importantly, for people, for your loved ones around you. And then in your presence, they're going to flourish more, they're going to be happy more, they're going to show all the colors, and all the colors are going to make a beautiful union together.